Hey everybody, Sad Tapir here.
And I'm JoJo Strums.
And today we're going to show you how to get a Christmas tree for under $10.
We're going to take you along with us while we harvest our Christmas tree in the Mount Hood National Forest.
We will share the proper way to harvest and how to identify the tree you want.
The practice of decorating Christmas trees is believed to have started in Europe early in the 16th century. The tradition migrated to the US in the mid 17th century. At that time, ornaments were made from whatever was on hand: fruit, nuts, popcorn, and paper streamers, to name a few.
Today, more than 90% of consumers will display a Christmas tree in their home, and we're going to show you the most cost-effective and fun way to do it.
First step is to get a permit. It's $5 and you can buy it in person at many local participating businesses or at a district office. Visit fs.usda.gov to find a location near you. You can also get one online at recreation.gov, but be aware that there is a $2.50 fee for this convenience.
There's a printable map that outlines the available locations to cut a tree at fs.usda.gov. Make sure and download or print it, as there is very little cell service in most national forests.
Always make sure you have the proper clothing and gear before heading out.
We recommend warm clothes, gloves, water, snacks, a saw, and a way to transport the Christmas tree like a rope or sled.
Our top Tapir picks for Christmas trees are Pacific Silver Firs, Noble Firs, and Grand Firs. These all hold their needles for up to 6 weeks, but in our experience, the Grand Fir doesn't have as much aroma as the other two.
Douglas firs are another popular choice, but you don't want to keep them for more than 4 weeks. Today, we are looking for a silver fir.
This is a Grand Fir. There's one row of needles on each side of the stem, and it looks like someone took a hair straightener and ran it straight down the limb. It has a glossy looking finish and is green on top and gray to white on bottom. The needles are flat, as is the case with all fir trees, and the bark is gray-green. They can be found from sea level to 6,000 feet.
This is a spruce tree. They have square-shaped pointy needles that you can easily roll between your fingers. Some have needles that stay well, but be careful. They'll poke the crap out of you. We got one of these last year, and we won't make that mistake again. The bark is scaly, and the needles leave behind little woody nubs when they fall out.
Harvester, beware. This is a hemlock tree, and it does not make a good Christmas tree because the needles drop like panties at a P. Diddy party. You can easily identify them from a distance, as most have bowed tops. On closer inspection, the needles will be short and varying in length, with 2 white stripes on the underside. The needles are attached by a small wooden peg, unlike firs, which are attached by little suction cups. The bark is dark brown. In Oregon, they typically grow from 5,000 to 7,500 feet.
This is a pine tree. The best way to identify a pine is by looking at the needles. They grow in bunches instead of coming out of the stem individually. And they're considerably longer than fir or spruce needles. The bark tends to be mottled and scaly. Most pines are higher elevation trees, ranging from 2 to 12,000 feet.
Here we have a balsam fir. and another good choice for a Christmas tree, as it holds its needles well. The needles are flat and have a notched appearance at the tip. They also have 2 white stripes that run the underside of the needles. The needles grow in a neat little spiral. These trees grow from sea level to over 6,000 feet.
Next up is a western red cedar. They are a very traditional choice for a Christmas tree and last quite well.
They have flat, dense sprays of foliage that are fern-like in shape.
We'll be on the lookout for one of these bad boys next year. Looking forward to that cedar aroma all throughout the house. Here it is!
We found it!
It's beautiful!
It's just the one we wanted.
It has exactly 49,982 needles and it's perfect!
It's a Pacific silver fir that takes the gold in our hearts. Its needles are bright green with white lines underneath that spread forward and upward. It can be found from 1,000 to 7,000 feet in elevation. All right, now let's cut it down and take it home.
Hold on. Before we start, we need to make sure it's within the guidelines set forth by the Park Service. It must be at least 100 feet from any highway and within the allowable cutting zone on our map. There must be at least one other tree within 12 feet, and the tree itself must be no more than 15 feet tall.
Check, check, and check.
Now make sure the stump is no more than 6 inches tall after cutting. We like to spread out the branches as well to help with decomposition and for some kicks.
Always remember to do a bounce test. You want to shake your branches vigorously and make sure the needles aren't falling off and that there aren't any dry branches. Sad's getting geared up to cut down our tree. This is the one. Oh, tree death smells so good.
Sorry.
That's probably about good, yeah.
I'm gonna take one more.
Yeah. Hold on.
Get this.
Yep. Oh, let me start it over. Hold on.
Ready?
Yep. We did it! And now we're ready to strap it to our homemade bunker.
Check out next week's vlog to learn more about that.
Make sure and drag your tree with the base towards you for least resistance.
Then it's on home to decorate and celebrate, all for under $10. Happy holidays to all our members, chatters, and viewers. Thank you so much for all the support.
We love the crap out of each and every one of you.
Always remember,
Do something you love,
with someone you love.
especially if it's by yourself. Make sure and drag your TT.
Cat. They have flat, dense sprays of foliage.
You want me to do it? I could be doing it.
Fudge. They have fudgy foliage. They have flat, dense sprays of foliage. What the? I can't say that word. Foliage. Foliage. Cut.